Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. We're back in another 100 days. This is 200 days in Minecraft Vault Hunters, which once again is a mod pack made by Iscal. You can find the link to it in the description. So I just want to cover a few things before we jump into it. So this is day 100 to day 200. Yeah, day 100 to 200. I uploaded day 0 to 100 a few weeks ago. So that'll once again be linked in the description if you do want to watch that first. So if there are big massive gaps between days, it could be a few reasons. First reason, it is the fact of I didn't do anything that was worth putting in the video, because I have obviously a certain video length. I don't want to make the videos too long because this is like 30 hours of footage. And I can only fit that into what this is, I think, a 45-minute long video. So if I put every single bit in, it would be like 2-3 hours long, which is still very long for 30 long hour footage. So that is the first reason. Second reason, it's just the fact of, once again, I can only have the video a certain length. So if I did do something that was worth putting in, I had to choose the bits I would have rather put in than the bits that stuff like that. So that is why there may be like big massive gaps. I was 100% recording the whole thing. I was recording from day 100 to day 200 with every single minute recorded of every single Minecraft day. So in the background you can see I'm now just getting crystals, because obviously Vault Hunters is a mod pack where you have to run vaults to gear up to obviously get better loot and stuff like that. And I got a crystal, I run a vault, you can see I got gilded difficulty personal space, and then I just cut a lot of this vault out because it was just once again the same thing. It was just looting it, getting as much loot in the time we have, and I found this room, which this room was pretty good. It had quite a lot of loot in it, but I didn't know about one of the secret loot spots until I had actually finished looting, and I went into the vault, a different vault, and there is like a special loot spot in the center of this map, or the center of this room, and it actually has quite a lot of good loot in the very center, which I never knew about. I think it has like 25 gilded chests, which the gilded chests are what you see me looting right now. The chests with the thingy. I then go and upgrade my health, so I have a few more health points. I'm now once again ready to loot another vault, and I run another vault. I think this one is, once again, I don't put much of this vault in. You will see it's plentiful, speedy, and safe zone. I then try and trade for cakes, because cakes was once something that I kept getting from the crystals. And obviously you need to provide it with cake. So I was trying to get a villager, a farmer villager with the cake trade, and I couldn't manage to get it. So in the end, I did have to go and hunt for cows to obviously get the milk, the wheat and stuff like that. I had a lot of wheat from hay bales from looting villages over the first 100 days. So I just had to go and get milk from a cow, which wasn't too hard because obviously one cow can give you unlimited milk. There's no limit on what you can get. I then had to go and get obviously sugar, which wasn't too hard. I then had to trap a chicken, as you can see, for eggs, which once one chicken is plenty. Over time it will give eggs while I'm obviously in the world, so that isn't a big problem. So as you can see, I'm just like trying to hit the chicken, or not hit the chicken, but push the chicken into a tight area so it can't escape. It's on top of a hopper, which when it lays an egg, the egg gets picked up, put in a chest, and then obviously that is easy eggs. I then obviously detach it from the lead, pick up the slab, and then we carry on with getting eggs. And now we actually have to make the cakes. I think we needed 6 cakes for this. It might have been 7, but obviously cakes are one of the things that you have to craft one by one, because obviously milk buckets don't stack. So I think, yeah, I think we needed 6, or was it 7? It was 6, as you can see. I've crafted 6. I now quickly just ditch the buckets, the wheat, the egg out of my inventory. At this point in the actual thingy, the chests are a mess. They're not organized anymore because I was just running the vaults, ditching all my items. So I now complete another crystal, which you can see I throw the cakes on. We then click the button and get another egg. No, get another vault rock. I'd also go and put another crystal into it because I like to keep the crystals stocked, so I don't have to like make them as I run the vaults. Normally I like to have about 8 spare, just so I have them. At this point I'm killing squids for the ink. We can actually get the spawn eggs from the vault. The vault gives mystery eggs, which can give I think like 4 or 5 possible spawn eggs out of the passive mobs. It can't give hostile mobs as far as I'm aware, or it's a very low chance to give hostile mobs. So we're now running another vault. Now you may see from the very top of the screen, this is a different type of vault. This is actually a scavenger vault where you have to find certain loot to actually complete it. The target is not to kill a boss. I actually thought you had to kill a boss after finding all items. You can see the items at the top of the screen right there, and you can also see how you get them. So the books are gotten from chests. The other things are gotten from by chests. The jars are gotten by chests. The trophy looking things are gotten by gold things that are found all around the floor. As you can see, I just broke one right there. And then the final one is gotten from a mob. It has a zombie head there. That doesn't mean it's gotten from a zombie. They're gotten from all different mobs, but certain mobs drop certain things, like there's a skeleton bone that you can only get from skeletons, and stuff like that. I think that one is dropped from spiders, if I'm correct. I could be wrong on that though. So yeah, the goal is to get every single thing at the very top there, and just by obtaining them in your inventory, that don't count as you actually getting them. You have to put them inside of this special chest, which they can, I think they have a random spawn chance around the map, just like the obelisks. This was actually the first scavenger vault I run, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I run one in the first 100 days. I could be wrong though, we might have, but if we did, it weren't like something I remember doing. So this actual vault, you have the same time. You obviously have 20 minutes to run it, or 25 minutes I think it actually is. And you have to obviously do the same thing, but instead of killing the boss, the goal is to collect them items at the very top, which is unique, I guess. I think I like the scavenger vaults better, just because they are a bit more of there's a bit more of a goal to them, apart from just looting and getting the obelisks and then killing the boss. These ones you have to actually try a bit harder. I think that is obviously my opinion, but you have to like try a bit harder to find a certain loot. Like certain mobs give certain things, so sometimes you can get I don't know, a skeleton wishbone, which you then have to hunt down skeletons to get that. In this case, I think we're getting yeah, it does say spider, so we have to hunt down spiders to get 2 of them, and they don't have a 100% drop chance either. There is a random drop chance. I don't exactly know what the rate of dropping the actual things are though. So as you can see, I am randomly getting the items from the chest, but me just putting them into my inventory isn't counting. I have also sped this up just because watching it without it being sped up, it is just not that fun to watch because of it being 25 minutes of basically the same thing, just running through mobs, killing them, and stuff like that, looting chests to get all the items. This one, we done quite good for our first scavenger vault. I obviously didn't know the best tactic to go. I didn't know what the best way of looting was too. So yeah, I think we done quite well for this one. I'm at the moment just trying to find all the chest things, because the spider ones I think are easier than the chests. So I'm just like looting all chests. If we obviously see a spider, then I do kill the spider. But we have to actually find a chest. It's a green glowing chest. You'll see it when I actually come up to one. But you have to put the items in that for them to count as being obtained, which is something that is a bit more unique as well. At this point, I think that idol has actually saved my life quite a few times. I was a bit newbie to go into that ship because there was a lot of drowns there, and I almost got caught up in a lot of them, which would have killed me. At this point, I'm trying to find my way out of this room because I was completely lost. And we have 9 minutes left, which isn't too bad. We've still got to find quite a bit of loot, which I don't know if it's good or not. I then also broke that by mistake and it blew up. I did not know that was going to blow up. I thought there was a chest in the center. Turns out there wasn't. Luckily, I managed to get away before I died. We do have quite a lot of health, though, at this point. We've obviously upgraded quite a lot. There you go. There's that chest. You can see the glowing green particles that we have to put things into for them to count. So we need one more spider thing. And we need, what, 6 more of the other things. Okay, we just put the other spider thing in. So we need, what, yeah, 6 more of them things which can only be found in chests. So at this point, I'm just running around looting chests, trying to find as many as possible, because we only have 6 minutes left. And once again, we either have to find all of them things, or we have to leave the vault through the portal we actually came into. I know some people don't like the waypoints. I don't mind using the waypoints because I have no sense of direction, especially in things like this where it's just a maze of pretty much room after room. Some of them can be the same, so it's quite easy to lose where you're going. So I don't mind about using the waypoints to obviously mark where the portal is. I know Iskal and some others think it's not like that. It's more fun without them. I just have no sense of direction, so I would die like 90% of the time to just not being able to escape in time. Obviously, the best thing to do is fight the boss, but I don't think I'm prepared at this point to fight the boss, and I know if I did fight the boss, I would just die and lose everything, because if you do die inside of a vault, that is everything completely gone. There's no way to get back inside of the vault to pick up your items. I think if you actually die inside of your vault, your items instantly despawn. They don't drop onto the floor at all. I could be wrong on that though. They might drop in some sort of way. But as you can see, we need, what, 5 more? And we only have a minute left. So I don't actually complete this, which is the first scavenger vault, which I didn't expect to complete because of obviously it's not hard, or it is hard. We then use a knowledge point to upgrade and unlock backpacks. I regret doing this. I thought it would have been easier to loot, but it's actually not, because, yeah, I thought it would have been way easier, but actually having the backpacks, it's kind of useless. The backpacks are really handy when we obviously like start breaking the chests to pick up the items, but at the moment I just open them and loot them that way, because the backpack does have auto pickup on, but I don't think they're that useful. I'm then trying to get pumpkins, which we have Twerker, so we can just crouch to make things grow quicker. And I'm pretty sure we have Twerker fully upgraded, so it will grow pretty much anything. So I then just use the rest of the seeds just to plant them around the patch. We then once again get another crystal, because I like to keep crystals stocked up so I don't have to grind them, because they are not an easy thing to get. And the more crystals you actually do get, the harder they are to craft. As you can see, that is a lot of soul sand. The rotten flesh, there's 67 rotten flesh, which isn't easy. And we are now in the nether actually collecting the soul sand we did need, which, once again, it's not easy to do. At some point, I don't know if I cut it out or not, but the crystals, I'll just say, at one point we need like 2,000 and something sand. So that just proves how high they get, and I don't even think that's the highest. I think they can go up to like 10,000 or something like that. I don't know. But it gets hard, and you are best off building farms for the stuff. So once again, we get another crystal. We have a load of them now stocked up in them item frames. That's what I put the item frames there for, just so I could obviously put the crystals there. We then run another vault. We're now on day 123, which is almost mid. And once again, this is another actual scavenger vault. I complete this one. As you can see, I cut it because once again, it was just the same thing, going around looting, trying to get as many of the things as possible. So I get the last 2, and I put them now in that chest. Vault cleared. I really thought you had to kill a boss to win this vault, but it isn't. Once you get them items, you have instantly won the vault. And then I placed down this container, which shows us what we get. And we got actually quite good stuff. I think the best thing in there was that kiwi, because that gives us extra time upon consuming that kiwi. It gives us a bit longer inside of the actual vault, which is really good. So we're now just turning these, or seeing what these unidentified vault gear is, just to see if there's anything worth actually looting. And I actually, that axe is actually quite a good axe, because it has soulbound on it, which means if we die, we don't lose it. Even if we die inside of a vault, we still keep it, which is really good. And as you can see, we run another vote right here. So I ran another vote which had lucky, tired, and crowded. Crowded means more mob spawn. Tired means we have less time, I think, or we're slowed. And lucky means we have better loot. Now, this is a boss fight I done. I thought by maybe day 126, I might have been ready to fight a boss. And you can see how well this actually goes by watching it. As you can see, obviously I underprepared. I thought I was ready when I clearly wasn't. I'm just spamming it. The thing with the bosses is they will heal if they're not attacked for a certain amount of time. I don't know how long. They basically work like the Wither. Basically, the Wither, if it's not attacked after a while, it will then start healing itself. But the bosses heal at a much quicker pace, and they teleport around. The Wither can't, obviously. The bosses can. So if they get like a lot of hits on you, if you get a lot of hits on them, they then teleport away to obviously get that health back. And as you can see right here, we did use a totem. I tried to dig into the wall to heal, which I do manage to do. I then dig back out to try and then fight the boss again. The totem actually gave us regeneration, which we then healed. I then tried to dig back into the wall to try and see if I could prepare a little bit more, but zombies did then start attacking me. I then done something which gives me strength. I then used another totem, which obviously wasn't good. I'm at this point, I can't escape. I could have run, but no, this vault is locked. That is another thing, which means we couldn't leave it, I think. Yeah, because there's a portal at the bottom with a lock symbol, which this vault we couldn't leave. The only way to leave it with the items we got and had was to kill the boss, which I actually done quite well here. We got it quite low. It then teleported away, and at this point I'm low. I'm on 2 hearts. I'm just trying to dig away from it, and then it does some sort of jump attack, which kills me, which is once again not bad, or it is really bad. Now I'm at the point where I'm just running loads of little vaults to try and just get some of my gear back, because obviously we can't just get all that netherite and that back. So I'm just running little vaults to try and find netherite, apples, golden apples and all stuff like that. So we found this room, which this room is a treasure room sort of thing where it has an X in the middle. And when you dig down into the center of the X, you get put into a bedrock room. And there's a chance this room could be filled with chests, spiders, or it could be filled with ores. And as you can see, we get, let's see what one we get. I know what one we get, but I don't want to say until we see it. We get the one filled with mobs, which is obviously the worst one to get. I then start panicking, just spamming blocks. I then decide to just run in a circle to try and make them chase me to get away from the center, which actually worked. I'm surprised it did work. So we just build out of there. Luckily, we got out of it alive. I'm not killing bosses at this point. I'm just looting and getting out through the portal because we can. So once again, this is another scavenger vault, and we did actually have the scavenger loot chest on us. So we did lose that, sadly. So once again, we need 2 spider things. We need 1 more thing from the golden, well, I don't even know what it is. It's like gold, piles of gold. And then we need 1 skeleton skull, which I think I actually have all that in my inventory, if I'm correct. Yes, we do. So we actually completed this. I then killed a zombie, just so I can put that in without dying. And we completed another scavenger vault on day 133, which is not bad. So we got another bit of loot. We then once again go home and try and do some of this to try and see what loot we get from these, what is it called? Try and see what we get from the vault gear. I then once again look at the vault gear to see if we can actually equip any of it, because the vault gear does have levels. So if it's like a higher level than me, I can't wear it. It just throws it on the floor instead of equipping it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of that is a higher level. We're now on 128 vault level, which is another good thing because we can now actually use and obtain vault gear, which is like the main part of the mod. We then look at what we got. We didn't get an artifact. I don't know if you can get artifacts from scavenger vaults. I'm pretty sure you can, but I'm not 100% sure on that. We quickly go mining. This is another thing I want to say. A lot of the time I am mining because obviously we need to go mining for the vault crystals. Or no, the vault rocks. The vault rocks can be found between levels 5 and 16, I think. But the only problem about them is they give off a light level. So the easiest way to find them is to actually not have light. So I don't like putting the caving into the video because it's very dark in the cave. And we are now actually raiding an ocean monument because I needed prismarine for one of the crystals. So I thought, why not? Let's go to one. I actually beat this pretty quickly. I managed to kill all 3 Elder Guardians before our actual mining fatigue ran out and before the Elder Guardians gave it back to me. So I think we actually beat it in like 4 minutes or something like that, which was insane. I think this is the quickest I've ever beat a ocean monument, but obviously it's modded, so we have a lot of modded gear and it's probably easier. So I at the moment panic. I tried to place doors, but I placed torches instead. And now we are just obviously vein mining a lot of the prismarine because that is what we need for a vault rock so we can run another vault. This vein mining ability is really cool, especially for things like this. We are now flying to an ice spikes because we now need ice. I have this pickaxle. No, it's not called a pickaxle. It's called a boomerang or something like that. It's called, what is it called? Let's wait. It's called a pickerang. That is what it's called. And basically what this is it's a pickaxe you can throw. And if you throw and hold vein mine, the things you mine come back to you. We are now inside of another vault. And this is a portal room, which you can find very rarely inside of a village room. And basically if you complete it with the Eyes of Ender, it summons a load of chests. I think 12 chests it is. And basically we can just loot all these chests, which that is exactly what I done. I never knew about these until I watched Iscal's Vault Hunters solo Let's Play. I didn't know about a lot of this, which this is actually one of them things that is good to know because it's quite a lot of good loot. So I'm obviously looting it. We do run out of inventory space, which I don't have shulker boxes or anything at the moment to actually obviously put in my inventory because I lost it all. When I ran that vault on day 126, I died and lost every single shulker box I had. I now am a bit more prepared. On 142, I decide to attack another boss, and this boss, I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared completely. I can hear it. The boss bar is still at the very top, but I can't see it. I don't know if they have a rare ability to go invisible or something, but it's still doing its attacks. I can still hear it making noises, and its boss bar is still at the top, but I can't see it anywhere unless it's teleported to somewhere like in the wall that I can't see. So at this point, I'm just like looking around for it, seeing if it's teleported to a little hole and sitting in it, but I really am struggling to find it. I only have 1 minute and 40 seconds to either kill it or run and get out, which I'm trying to kill it because I really wanted to kill a boss and get the loot from it. I'm looking around to see if I can see it and I don't manage to see it. I think I spotted it out the corner of my eye as I ran, but I didn't notice it until I actually started editing it. Yeah, I think it was down there somewhere that I saw it, but I didn't actually notice it in the video when I was actually recording. So at this point, I think, no, I need to run. Otherwise, we are going to not manage to make it out of the vault. And obviously, we do need to leave before that timer reaches 0, which is currently at 1 minute. And so, yeah, I don't decide to stay around and kill the boss. I think let's just run and we can kill another boss in a different vault. Luckily, that boss spawn was quite near to the portal. I do start eating the chocolate bars, which give speed, just so I know I make it out alive. Otherwise, I don't think I actually would have. Because we currently have 30 seconds, I'm now back in the actual normal room. I did notice my actual scavenger box up there. I did go back and grab that. I'm now inside of another vault. This is once again another scavenger one. And I don't actually think, yeah, as you can see, I haven't completed this one either. This actually gets quite messy. We have 2 minutes left on the clock. And as you can see, I'm trying to run because I'm on 2 hearts and there's like a skeleton behind me. There's a zombie and a few of the vault fighters. So I'm just trying to run so I can make it out alive. And luckily I do on 2 hearts. That was so close to me being dead right there. We are now once again rolling more vault gear to see if we can upgrade the gear we have. Or I'm at the moment trying to find an axe. We are still running netherite, but I think soon, yeah, as you can see, we now actually can start equipping because we're like at the level that it's easier. I think, what level are we at? We're at level 30, which is a level where most vault gear rolls around. It rolls between like 28 to 34, I think, which is now like the easiest part. So we actually do start like managing to get vault gear, which vault gear is quite OP. It can be anything from, I think, like iron levels to above netherite. And they all actually give like pretty good things. Some of them can give extra hearts, some of them can give resistance, some of them can give other unique abilities. At this point, we're at level 30, which does actually mean witches are now spawning inside of vaults. I never knew that until I actually run this vault, and it got a little bit messy. So I started to panic. I did just build up, and they were still actually managing to hit me. So I'm pretty sure I just left that vault, and we are now halfway through the 100 days. We are now at this point, I'm just like trying to sort out some chests to see what sort of loot I actually have, because I just was throwing it all in random chests. I really needed to get like some sort of storage system going, which, because at the moment, yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to sort it out a little bit just to get like the main useful things into a point where I want them. I'm now getting Rutax shards, which they actually are used to downgrade the level required for Vault gear, which as you can see, that requires level 32. If I put 2 in there, it now requires level 30, which means we can now wear that chest piece. And then the same with this helmet. I tried to get this helmet down. I don't get it down below the level, because if it's below your level, it don't mean anything. It just means you can wear it. So I get it down to level 30, just so I can wear it. And it does cost quite a lot of XP to actually do. But that is now a helmet and leggings. So we're halfway to getting Vault gear. Another thing about the Vault gear is you can't actually put mending on them. You can enchant them with like unbreaking, protection, feather falling and stuff like that. But you can't put mending on Vault gear. Vault gear obviously is one thing that you can't mend. You can repair them with, I think it's called Vault repair kits or something. But they have a limited amount of them. So if you actually look, as you can see, repairs, I think most of my gear has between 3 and 4 repairs, which means I can repair it 3 or 4 times before it will completely break on the 5th time. Which at this point I'm now healing or brewing loads of healing potions, because healing potions are actually harder to obtain in this mod pack. We do run another vault, which I get strength, unlucky, and personal space, which is really cool. I then leave that vault, and obviously you can see what sort of loot I got here. I do have that scavenger crate. That is used mainly just for healing, just because I have like all my healing stuff in it. So if I do ever get into a sticky situation, I know where all my healing stuff is. I don't have to go through loads of different crates to find it or stuff like that. So that is why I have that one crate just with all my apples, all my healing potions, my ender pearls and stuff like that, as it's a lot easier for me to locate and find if I ever do need to. So we are now obviously once again just sorting out a lot of the stuff we got from the vault. We are now running another vault. This is a speedy vault, which is pretty good. And I'm pretty sure we actually managed to fight the boss in this one. We have, as you can see, vault gear now. We do also have a vault axe, which has, I think, smite on it. Smite is what the bosses take damage to. They're undead. Well, I think they are. I think most of them are classed as undead. As you can see, that axe is doing a lot of damage. And this vault robot don't actually do much damage to me. As you can see, it's got 162 health. And I killed it quite quickly with only 2.5 hearts actually being gone, which is pretty good for what I normally do. Normally they kill me quite quickly. We now, obviously, as you can see, that is the loot we got from killing that boss. It's not the best. We haven't got a artifact just yet, which is what obviously the point of this mod pack is. The point is to run the vaults to get 25 unique artifacts, and we haven't got any just yet, which is not good. So we are now once again just sorting out the loot. We then go back to the ocean monument because I didn't actually get enough prismarine and we need it again, which I think I might build a farm at some point. Let me know, do you guys want to see 300 days, or do you think I should end it with 200? Obviously the mod pack is nowhere near complete. We are obviously we haven't even got one artifact yet, which we need 25 different ones to obviously complete it. So let me know, should I do 300 days or should I end it there? So we're just once again vein mining the ocean monument. This is the same one we was at earlier, so we don't have to kill any more guardians. We are now back inside of a vault, and once again I think we kill another boss here. I'm just trying to get rid of the witch because the witches do actually summon poison on you. I then build up, and this is what I'd done every single time before I killed the boss. I'd build up, I'd grab some healing potions just to obviously make sure my health is decent. I would then grab every single apple inside. Normally I'd halve them. This time round I just shoved them all in my inventory because if we die we lose them either way. So I just shove them all in my inventory. I eat one of each apple once I'm at like decent health. I don't always go to full. This time I did. I don't always go to full health. And then I actually really done a bad thing in this one. I ate that purple apple. I think it's called the pixie apple. Yeah, this one I'm eating now. It gives slow falling, which is not a good thing to have while actually fighting the bosses. The reason it's not good is because the bosses have like a charge attack where they shoot you into the air, as you can see right there, and then I can't get crit hits on it, which means I do less damage to it because I don't fall as much. I'm just like always in the air. So it was actually very dumb to eat that slow falling apple, and I know in future not to do it again because that almost actually ruined that whole fight. I still managed to kill the boss, but it done a lot more damage to me this time around. And as you can see right here, if I didn't manage to bow it there, it would have healed, which then would have got me killed even more. I do then panic. It does heal up, which... Oh, wait, maybe I don't kill this boss. I don't know. Let's wait and see. I don't know. I might not actually kill it because I didn't remember it healing up like that. I thought it healed up one health, which I think one heal is 10 health. Yeah, as you can see, I'm quite low. I'm on 3 hearts, but the boss is also quite low. So I do eat, and then I managed to get that golden apple off, which is really, really good. If I didn't, I would have died there. And, okay, I did manage to kill that boss, which was good. I didn't actually remember. So we are now once again back at the base, sorting out our loot, which, as you can see, we didn't get another artifact, or we didn't get a artifact. We obviously is not another because we don't have one yet. So... that kiwi is actually really good because kiwis give longer in vault. So if you're like going for a loot vault, you can eat them to get, I think the kiwis give 5 seconds longer. Not much, but it's that 5 extra seconds. I do also get obviously them flasks which remove points. These soul blazes are one of the easiest bosses to kill. I don't know why. I think that's because I get a fire resistance apple, because their attack is like fire resistant or fire, so I don't take any damage from their attacks, which was pretty good. I got a few of them, and in my opinion, the Vault robots are the harder ones. The Boogeyman or Bogeyman, I don't know, I'd say they're like the middle one, and then the Soul Blaze is the easiest, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if there's more bosses. I've only come across them 3. At this point, we're on day 166, and I'm just running loads and loads of vaults and beating them, hoping to get a artifact. So I'm just, yeah, going. I've got, I think I had like 8 crystals ready. So I'm now just running them all just to see how much I can get. As you can see right here, there's all 3 bosses in a row. So you just saw us fight the Soul Blaze, then the Vault Robot, now the Boogeyman. And as you can see, I killed him quite quickly too. The only one that I struggle with is the Vault Robot, just because it seems to have more of a aggressive attacks than the other 2. The other 2 seem to be more passive. The Vault Robot seems to be more aggressive. So once again, we are now killing another boss, we're just healing up. Them actual heart apples give you like temporary golden hearts, which is really good. So we are now almost, okay, this is actually a different type of vault. This is a vault where you have to try and kill that boss under 5 minutes, or at least that's the goal, because that's the goal the world sets, which I tried to speedrun it. I never managed to kill it in 5 minutes. These ones don't actually heal either. These are actually gotten from the raffle tickets that the Vault Fighters drop. So these ones don't heal. If you attack them, they won't heal if you don't hit them after a certain amount of time, which is actually really useful because I didn't have to be so aggressive with it. As you can see right there, it teleported away. I didn't have to try and chase it down quickly because it don't matter about its health. I don't actually know what happens here. I kind of forgot what happens in this vault because it was just, okay. I managed to kill that one quite quickly as well, although a witch could have ended it right there. The most annoying thing inside of the vaults are the witches, just because they grant slowness, which is not good because it slows you down in the vault, and they grant poison, which is once again not good because poison does quite a lot of health. Once again, we run another one of these vaults that you have to try and beat in 5 minutes. This one, as you can see, this one took a lot longer than the other one. The other one I was beating at 17 minutes. This is 4 minutes. I just couldn't find the obelisks we needed. So we are just trying to kill this one. We killed this one a lot quicker than the other one as well. I think that's just because it had nowhere to teleport to. All around us was just like water, and I don't think they do well in water. So we are now back at the base, and we're just crafting once again knowledge stars, which knowledge stars are the things required to basically unlock certain categories inside of the mod pack. Like the backpacks we unlocked earlier, I don't actually know what we unlock here, as I do make a knowledge star. I actually forgot how they were crafted, and I thought I didn't actually have enough resources. The hardest part about these knowledge stars is actually the vault diamonds. Everything else I have so much of. It's the vault diamonds I'm struggling with. And I think that's just because I haven't really been prioritizing looting the vaults. I've been prioritizing, obviously, killing bosses at this point in the game, just to get all the boss crates for extra storage, and also for possible artifact. So we do make a knowledge star, and I consume it. What do I actually get? I think I unlock a storage mod, just because it was a dumb thing to do by unlocking this storage mod, because it actually increases everything by 2 points. But I really needed some sort of storage, and I do. I get pretty pipes, which I don't think was the best storage mod to get. This mod basically makes it so all pipes connected to a center point are in like a terminal, so you can access every single chest connected to a pipe from one central point, which is a lot easier because you don't have to go round to every single chest and look for what you want. You can just search it in one center point, and it'll tell you if it's in any of the chests, and then you can request it to come to you or certain things like that. So once again, we're now killing another boss. I'm just trying to kill as many bosses as possible, just because I want to obviously try and get a artifact, and I really wanted to get one before 200 days was up. Once again, another boss. This is one of them vault bosses again, where you have to try and beat before 5 minutes. And as you can see, the timer is orange, which means we are still within that 5 minutes. But sadly, as you can see, it's just about to tick down. If I managed to get a little bit more hits on it, I would have actually done it, because as you can see, it ticked down as it was at like 60 health. So if I managed to just get a few quicker hits on it, I would have 100% done it, but I didn't actually manage to. So we are now back killing another boss. I just thought I would have kept all these bosses in. I was going to remove some of them from the video, but I thought why not keep some of them in, because when actually running the vaults, killing the bosses is unique every time, because they have quite different like attacks, and each boss, the aggressiveness is really different. That creeper could have actually ended thingy. At this point, I'm like being blown up by creepers, I'm being attacked by zombies and also witches. I killed that boss, which was another boss we actually completed, and we're now back in the end because I needed purple for another vault crystal, as I think this is like one of the last vaults I'm running, or one of the last few vaults I'm preparing before obviously the days are up, because we're on 184 at this point. So I'm just went to an end crystal, end city, not an end crystal, and then city to gather as much prismarine and end stone as possible. So I'm just obviously using the vein mine again, where we vein mine the blocks and picking up as much as possible, as I don't know how much we need, but I don't like going to the end just because it's not close to my base and it takes quite a while to get there. So I just wanted to gather as much as we could, and I did gather quite a bit, but I think we will have to go back to the end at some point in the near future, because I didn't actually get any chorus fruit, which was a bit dumb. I'm now once again killing another boss. This is, I think, the second to last vault we run within the 200 days, just because I thought this one I had ready, but then the last one I just wanted to try and get an artifact, which we'll have to wait and see if I do. So this boss actually does quite a lot more damage to me than I wanted it to, but we didn't heal. I just thought it's low enough, don't heal, get out of it. We now have another knowledge star, which I get a furniture mod because that brings the points down. I then, as you can see, put all my vault gear into one chest, just so I can see what vault gear we have. I'm now inside of a cave. Once again, I don't like putting caving in because it's dark and the vault rocks are a lot easier. So I get another vault rock, and as you can see right here, I broke my pickaxe. I got too carried away, and my pickaxe did actually manage to break. I'm now just obviously turning all of these things into what they called the items, because they're like lucky bags, mystery boxes where you get a random item when you right click them. And we actually got quite a bit. We are on day, I think, 190 something. Yeah, exactly 190, which is 10 more days. So now we go outside and try and make the outside of the house look a bit, because I haven't really done any decorating. A lot of this like 100 days was me basically just running vaults, as that is the point of this mod. Running vaults is the main thing you do. Obviously, building farms and stuff is required to make to get resources to run the vaults easier. But the main point of this is to run the vaults and try and get them 25 artifacts. So I haven't really done much. I then also moved them to above the chair, as I did obviously unlock the furniture, which meant we can make chairs and tables and stuff like that, which I did right there, you can see. This is what I was on about earlier, where the room had like 25 chests. As you can see, they are really good, and you have to complete like a puzzle where it plays a certain instrument and then you have to copy it, like Simon Says sort of thing. And as you can see, I'm looting all the chests. I sped it up just so, because without it sped up, it's quite a while. And then I build up, and we are now buying a infinite bucket of water. This is a bucket which can be used infinite times. You don't actually have to like refill it. I'm now using them pretty pipes to make storage a lot better. I don't actually finish this. I'm working on this. As you can see, we're now on 199. I've been working on this for about 5+ days, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. But it was basically just crafting loads of chests. As you can see, all the pipes set up to the side of me. And then obviously moving all this loot from there into these new chests, because I wanted to do a full revamp of the storage room, which I actually ran out of time. I didn't actually manage to do it. So you can see we're just placing all the chests in at this point. And I think we do also place in the pipes, but we are obviously got only 1 day left to do what we want to do. And we managed to get the chests placed down, which luckily we had enough wood, because I'm pretty sure that was all or most of the wood we had at the time. So we placed the last few chests in, and we now have to dig away a little bit more room. This actually took quite a lot longer than I thought, because the pipes are not easy to craft either. We now go back to the outside, and we build another podium. We built a diamond podium for 100 days. We now build a diamond podium for 200 days. So the first podium was every single diamond we got between 0 and 100. This podium is everything we got from 100 to 200, which I think this was a cool thing to do. I was going to just add the diamonds to the first podium, but I think like a unique thing where we can see the differences between the days, and there ain't actually that big of a difference. Although I did get a lot more diamonds this time around. I think that pile of diamonds over there is only like 50 something. We have a stack right now. It don't look that different when they're actually all placed down. As you can see, I'm just placing them all at a random thing. I'm not trying to do them in a certain pattern, or I'm not trying to copy the other one and then obviously just adding them to it. The other one, we do also have netherite scrap, not netherite scrap, ancient debris placed down as well, which I might remove that. I don't know. I might add some to this one as well. That chicken didn't deserve that, but it was in my way. So yeah, as you can see, I do take a step back, I think. You cannot really see a difference between the two. They look roughly the same, but I think there's like 20 blocks difference between the two. So we now go and try and just clean up the area, because there was a lot of pod silt from when I was growing spruce trees, and we just obviously fill in it. We also have a little now garden that I done outside the front door with, obviously it's fenced off, and I'm now just obviously filling in the hole just to end off, because as you can see we are on 200 days, and I didn't want to leave the outside of our base just all pod sealed over, because it did look kind of messy. Them 2 diamond podiums look really cool. I think I'm going to do one of them. If we do a 300 days, I'm definitely going to do another one of them, and I'm just going to have them going all the way around the base. I think that would look really cool. So we're just trying to obviously make the outside look neater. We now at this point go and try and make this look a bit nicer, make it look like people are actually using it, as there are seats. I crafted some diorite seats and put them in there. And yeah, we're now just making it look like people have walked around in there and like used it sort of thing, because at the moment with it all being grass, it don't really look that used. So I just add some pod steel. I then add some new, I think that's called rocky dirt. And I do also add some, what's it called? Grassy path. So anyway, that is 200 days in Minecraft Vault Hunters. If you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe. And I guess I will see you guys in another video soon. Let me know in the comments what you did actually think of this, as I enjoyed it. It was really fun. And I guess I will see you guys in another video or tomorrow. Or let me know, should I do a 300 days or not? Bye!